When you first start camping, you're going to need something like Caltran boots. You know, they lace up to the ankle. It doesn't matter if they're Caltrans, but they got to be able to lace up to protect the ankle. That's important. If you're going to do a lot of walking, you'll need boots. You have the tarp, and then you have a pillow, and you have a scarf, and also some kind of sheet or sheet blanket, depending on the weather, how thick that's going to be. In a small bag, you know, I made a reference to bags being used. Sometimes people say, well, we don't want you to use, don't come in here with that bag. It's sometimes inspections are covering some other business other than just you just have clothing or you're going on a trip. So they might want to inspect your bag. But this is just a missionary effort, and you don't have anything but just the necessities for the night. I'm reminded today that we should respect sacred places. I'm reminded today that Jesus saves. That he cares. Jesus saves. We use the cross as a sacred symbol as well as many other religious symbols. The heart also should be a place, a sacred place, where we respect the Lord, having sanctuary in our hearts. When you're with him, the pleasures of the world grow dim. In your heart, his precious love is glowing when you're with him. There's a tune, a song that's like that. I don't know where it is today, but think of the Lord as a sacred place in your heart. Do you know how to do acts of loving kindness and deeds of mercy and deeds of love? Do you know how to do random acts of kindness? Would you like to do missionary acts? Maybe you don't want to be a missionary. Maybe you don't want to be aligned with a particular set of people, but you want to do good works and good deeds. Do you do whatever it takes to do the Christian acts, to do good things? Do you believe that you will ultimately give an account to God Almighty, the maker of us all? Do you think that you'll give an account for how you've lived in this life? Or are you just too busy? You can't wait to get down the road. You don't stop and talk to nobody about Christ. You don't stop to talk to anybody about something sober in life. You're always too busy. You can't wait, and you're not going to rescue or save anybody. When you finally get answers for your prayers, what is it? How is it manifested? Is it manifested in something scriptural that happened that you could understand, that you can document and say, I know I can rely on this passage in the Bible because it shows me how to do this or that or the other thing, how to be led, how to lead others to Christ? Are you so persistent that you just keep knocking on the right doors to get answers to your prayers, to your conversations? You're seeking God for help. You just keep knocking on the door. You persist until you get answers for your prayers. This is Thanksgiving weekend, and I'm out here in Pasadena, as you can see. And I'm just singing a couple of songs here, as I have done before. This one is entitled For Thanksgiving Weekend. Thanks be to God. Thanks be to God for roses rare, for skies of blue and sunshine fair, for every gift I raise a prayer. Thanks be to God. Thanks be to God for lovely nights, for mystic fields and stars bedight, for hours of dream and deep delight. Thanks be to God. Thanks be to God for love divine, for hope that round my heart entwine, for all the joy that now is mine. Thanks be to God for all the joy that now is mine. Thanks be to God. In the cross, be my glory ever. Well, we've already talked about getting into the bag and having the toiletries, but we haven't talked about insect bites that much. So, even though you have your carry-all bag and everything, your bedroll and your tarp, you might find that you'll get an insect bite quite often out there, and the feet will swell. And you're going to want to go see a pharmacist and ask them what you can get over the counter. They'll probably suggest um, an, some kind of solution that you can spray or pour on. You'll need clean, sterile cloths. You'll need also some kind of vitamin nutrient on top. Ask the pharmacist, because I'm not going to tell you what the product's name is. You'll need also, don't forget your toothbrush and toothpaste, and you'll also need probably some chewing gum for a long span of time if there isn't anything to eat. You'll need some wipes for cleanup jobs and so forth, but also have your sterile washcloths with you. And mostly I would recommend a lot of water. They talk about needing water. They use another word for it. I'm not going to use that word. We always said water, water. And then you want something besides that to carry with you, whatever that might be. And just small bags for your travel. You're a homeless person, and you might just want to not have to be carrying heavy things all over the place, dragging them around, losing them, and so forth, or having to leave them behind. And these are just some of the suggestions that over the years I've used many, many times. Also carried a violin while I was carrying these other things. So remember that when winter is coming, you're going to have to be equipped with things that will help you in your homeless travel. Thank you. Be still, be still. I know that I am God. Be still, be still. I know that I am God. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore will not we fear. Therefore will not we fear. Though the earth be removed, though the earth be removed, and the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Be still, be still, and know that I am God. Oh, you can't keep your bag here. Oh no. It looks like luggage. The addendum to that is the person might be homeless, might be in the neighborhood. You might be able to identify. Oh well, we don't know whether they're a missionary or minister or anything. That's not what we're really dealing with. Is they're carrying baggage. They're carrying something that looks like luggage, and it might get in the way. Well, it doesn't look very big, but nevertheless, no luggage, no luggage, no luggage, and that's what you get. It may be a book bag, or it may be a small satchel or something like that. But the plight of the homeless is if they need to take a bath, if they need to carry their clothes with them or anything essential for getting into the day, they're not going to be able to bring their bags some places. I don't know about all places, but on the other end of the city, you hear the other news, the ecology news. They're not giving plastic bags anymore. They're not giving, they're selling plastic bags and paper bags. Is it all about luggage? Is it all about moving? What's going on in the whole bigger picture? Well, I'm told some of us don't even have a picture, let alone the whole picture. God has the whole picture, and He's looking on to see what we're going to do next, just to keep people out of life and living. To love someone more dearly every day, to help some wandering child to find its way, to ponder o'er a noble thought and pray. my task. So basically what has to be done is I have to refurbish from donations what I use out of my own pocket to help supply meals or whatever it is that I'm giving, that I'm able to give in small amounts, whether it's $1 or $2 here or a coupon or something of that nature, to help supply what the homeless cannot get, or what misery that they need to be lifted out of today, maybe candy bars and so forth like that.